What's up, guys? Welcome back to episode number 2. Last episode, you guys did not get a chance to see us on video. You guys did not get a chance to even view us at all. But here we are, episode 2. To my left, we got the hardcore guy, la nueva cara de la lucha extrema en Laredo, Texas, del 956,
baby.
We got Crazy Man 95666. Welcome to the show, Crazy. Is there a special name we should call you besides Crazy Man?
Well, some people already call me the 956 Deathmatch Sensation. Your homeboy, Crazy Man, up in this bitch. You know, we out here.
I guess Crazy Man it is. Well, what's up, Crazy? Welcome to the show. I don't know if you saw episode 1. Unfortunately, we didn't have a chance to
What's the
have
CJ?
video.
Who else?
We had CJ, we had Big Ed, we had Jeremy, just the fucking sound guy, aka only sound guys. Go ahead and check out his subscription at onlysoundguys.com. Not an actual website, but you know, gotta make sure because it's some dumbass people. But let's get right into it, Crazy. Tell us a little bit about yourself, who you are, why, when did you start training, how long you've been training, who trained you, and how long you've been wrestling for.
Well, thank you. Muchas gracias, Hector. First and foremost, this story of your homeboy Crazy Man started literally in the very late 2023. Me acerqué pues a sus aquí al hombre de mi derecha, me acerqué a él y me dijo que I wanted to start my career as not just a wrestler, un luchador así del quote unquote del montón. I want to be a hardcore deathmatch wrestler, and I want to be the new face of hardcore wrestling here in Laredo. Y empecé a entrenar, like I said, late 2023 with my very first trainer, and I'm gonna mention him. Este es Mercy Monster. Él fue el que me entrenó primero y luego ya después a bit time goes on, I also managed to get trained by Sacred Dragon, another local. Shout out to Sacred Dragon, by the way, aka Sensei. I need my mas. If you know, you know.
You can't forget about Amazing Root. I know you were training with him a couple of times as well.
Oh yeah, a couple también.
A couple times as well. I know I was there those few times when you were training there as well.
With Amazing Root también.
Un saludito para nuestro amigo Rudy Sepulveda, aka Amazing Root from Amazing Pro Wrestling. But yeah, let's not waste any time here. We got to hear a little bit of your origins, where you're from. Obviously, you're what, from here in Laredo?
Yep, soy de Laredo, Texas.
Awesome.
Born and bred.
Okay, let's get straight into it, man. I'm not gonna waste no time. I'm not gonna ask you about your little fantasy matches, etc., etc. I want to get to the good shit.
Okay, a ver.
Sunday, November 10th.
Yeah.
You had a match that wasn't originally supposed to be that. You were supposed to go one-on-one with Necro Butcher.
Exactly.
But some stuff came up. A lot of other people wanted an opportunity with Necro in the ring.
Mm-hmm.
So we decided on a Rumble. This Rumble originally was supposed to be a 10-man Rumble, including you and Necro in there, within those 10. But unfortunately, it took a turn. It was supposed to be the last 2 remaining, last 3. It was supposed to be a hardcore deathmatch type thing.
The remaining 3, yeah.
Exactly. And for some odd reason, I don't know what happened with management that night. Everything changed and it turned into an extreme deathmatch Rumble. And we're talking that hell literally broke loose. Glass was everywhere, blah 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 blah.
People were literally screaming and
it was something out of the This is something you will only see at local wrestling. You would only see at CZW, IW.
Pandemonium.
Exactly.
Pandemonium.
I want to tell my part of the story, and then you tell me your part, what you saw.
Okay. From your perspective.
Yeah, from when you entered and
perspectiva.
Yeah, from when you entered and everything.
Number one
came in, which was, if I'm not wrong, it was Spider Kid. No, Venom. It was Venom. Yeah, Venom. Spider Kid couldn't make it, so Venom went up instead. Venom came out. You came out. You guys are here wrestling. I'm here like getting in my zone, splashing water, drinking my water, smashing my head with a trash can. I walk out, if I'm not wrong, I spit water out, and then I started smashing my head against that trash can. I slide in, we double team Venom.
On Venom.
We start going at it, we throw Venom out. It's you and me. We do our little shindig, not too bad, because at the end of the day, you and me are starting to become like a little bit of like a partnership.
Yes.
Especially because I'm now part of the Pirate Buccaneers. Shout out to my boy Eric, aka
Steampunk
Pirate. I know you had it. We're gonna get a little bit into that later about your little rivalry with him as well.
Yeah.
But back to where we were at. Things start happening. Electro comes out. We double team him. Then y'all double team me. Blah 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 blah.
Started working.
Electro comes out, which we're gonna touch this topic big time, especially with this Electro part right here. We start going at it. We start having the match and everything. One thing leads to another. I take a nasty fall.
Yes.
Which pops my back. So I fall out. I can't feel like anything. Like everything's hurting. I'm here sitting down like against the wall. Sitting down almost like this. And I'm just grabbing my back. I throw the X. Because I couldn't continue. But no, apparently no one understood what the X means. I know you did, but you weren't seeing me throw the X. So what happened, someone grabbed me. I didn't know at the time who it was until I saw the replay. Someone took me and it was Electro. He gave me a suplex onto the ground. But I would luckily, I couldn't jump. I didn't jump on time because my legs really weren't there at the moment.
Weren't responding.
Like they weren't responding. They responded late. So when I jumped, I was already halfway in the air. So I took a nasty bump and I had to roll. Luckily, if I wouldn't have rolled, I would have been fucked. But here we are, still alive. That's what counts. But honestly, in my opinion, it's just an opinion. I could be wrong. It could have just been something that looked bad on, like, that I look at it bad, but it was actually on my end.
Mm-hmm.
But I could be wrong. I felt like I was personally marked because for a few days over here, I had like a huge ass handprint. I understand. I know it happened to someone as well, where they took a chop, but the chop ended up up here instead of like on the chest. It happens.
It happens.
It's normal. But I feel like it was like on purpose because one, I know I messed up in one of the moves he gave me and I no-sold. He was kicking me too stiff. He was working on me way too fucking
about
stiff,
that.
dog.
También.
And then all I remember after that bump I took on the concrete was the Marcus music played. After he had already ran out. He ran out, kicked me out of the way. Like, he didn't even, like, go bam. No, he just, like, almost, like, went like that. There's, like, a little shove.
Shove.
Just to, like, get the hell out of my way. Took Electro to the wall. Class! Lo bendició con un light tube.
With a light tube.
And it wasn't even, like, a class. No. He
like
came
a full
in, like,
swing.
trying to, like, harm him or something. And the match went on so far. Hell broke loose. After I was there backstage, I didn't get to really see much because everything started happening so fast. By the time I knew it, Chamberlain had hit Electro with some move. I didn't get a chance to see, but apparently he stiffed him too. So when it came time, it was a chair.
It was, right now you're recalling events from your perspective.
Yes.
And then I'm going to call it from my POV, from my perspective. But just to clarify, yes, it was Chamberlain, going on the business, aka taking liberties on Electro with an open chair and just chugging it straight to his face.
Bullshit.
Like, así, like, just, I'm not going to do it. Now lo abrió and just, here, fucker, pass. With these pointing at his face. Se la metió todo.
Damn. Okay, I didn't get to see that part. I was backstage busy. Here's a water.
Gracias, thank you.
He was just there backstage sitting there. Nomás ahí, like, I was just chilling there trying to relax after that bump I just took. I wish I was in that rumble a little bit more. Pero por algo Diosito me sacó de esa rumble temprano. Because I probably would have gotten hurt.
More.
Because there was more. Yeah, exactly. There was a whole bunch of fucking light tubes. Barbed wire. Like, I'm not scared of that. Don't get me wrong. I'm really not scared of it. But I just wish I was able to, like, I'm not going to lie. On the ride back home, I was driving very serious. Like, I was very quiet. You can ask her. Ella estaba de testigo. I was way too quiet on the ride back home. Because I felt fucking disappointed, dog. Like, I felt like, not only do I feel like I disappointed myself, I feel like I disappointed the fans back home watching this. I feel like I disappointed Necro, like I disappointed the local guys, and I feel like I disappointed Baracho.
Yeah.
Because I told them, nah, dog, this is my fucking passion. I love hardcore. I want to get into it. And then just for some tragic shit like that to happen. So after that happened, all that stuff started going down. I'm backstage, and I heard a loud class, like something went wrong. I look through the fucking little curtain. I just see Electro and a couple chairs like 20 feet apart. I'm being dramatic with the 20 feet apart part, but like they were apart.
They're apart.
And he was on the concrete, and something told me that they tried slamming him through the tables. I mean, to the chairs, but the chairs moved. I heard he really hit hard. He really hit hard.
And we're talking about concrete, folks. Like a slab of pure concrete. No padding, nada.
Like that type of concrete right there.
Like straight, no padding concrete.
Yeah, for those of you guys watching on hearing on Spotify, you guys can check out the video version on YouTube. Tell us your point of view, how you felt being in the ring with Necro, how you felt being in the ring with the local guys as well, knowing you have very little time wrestling and being part of the hardcore scene. How did you feel actually being able to say, now I've been in the same ring as what's it called, Chamberlain, Necro, Borracho, especially being able to say, oh, I have Necro on my list and I already can complete. Yeah, I wrestled with Necro on my resume.
Bueno, pues, first and foremost, I don't know who said Borracho, aka Ian Axel. Right before we went up, he straight up told me, look, but after this match, you're gonna evolve from like a little Charmander to a fucking Charizard. There's gonna be a before and after this match tonight against me and Necro. And that really stuck to this day, and it's barely Thursday night. It's been 4 days, and that saying is still embedded in my mind. And like I said, I was the second entrant. I got off with my gimmick. I brought a modified water jug Tambo into a fucking stick.
IWA
Mid-South type of weapons. CCW of the early 2000s, you know. But anyways, I was working Venom, and for some reason the bell took more than it should, because if I don't hear a bell, I'm not going to start my shit. You know, I have this little niche thing that if I don't hear a bell, I'm not gonna do shit. Even if you don't have the sound effect on the laptop, a simple ding ding ding, like like your own mouth effects type of thing. So
I like how referee Tere Santos just go
and I fucking
hey, something is better than nothing. I know there's some places that use that horn that goes and then that's when everybody starts beating the crap out of each other.
I launch that poor kid named Venom. I launch his.
Lo mataste.
I had like come the fuck on, like get the easy shit out of the way, Miss.
Yeah, and it was kind of sad that Venom came out with no weapon, so he was technically
on a disadvantage.
Yeah, there's that. It's like bringing a knife to a gunfight. You don't want to do that. You at least want to like. That's why when they told me it's a rumble, you could bring whatever weapon you want into this extreme rumble. I'm like, fuck. Everybody's gonna bring out light tubes. Okay. One thing Avon told me, he's like, don't go for something people are already doing. So like in this case, you came in clutch. Un pinche tambo on a stick.
Yeah, some
unique. That's some unique shit. Electro, what did he come out with? A piece of plywood with barbed wire. What did I come out with? A fucking trash can.
I think the plywood was the Marcus.
Oh. Rudy's hair got stuck in it. We're gonna get
into that. Bueno, moving onward, this fucker was entrant number 3, and he brings the trash bin, throws it in the ring. I'm like, oh, thank you.
No. Correction. No, I didn't throw it in the ring. I came out, I started smashing my head into it, and I threw it to the side. I ran in, we started working, and then I got out and grabbed it and then threw it in. Yeah, which is when we put him inside that fucking trash can and we fucking drop kick.
We drop kick a tag team move, drop kick onto Venom, and this is where the part's gonna get real. So Venom Kid apparently didn't appreciate that, and he wanted to legit shoot choke este Rebel Kid.
Yeah, he got me in that headlock and he tried to DDT me, so I went with the flow. But as that was happening, I'm like, no, you know what? You're getting I literally told him, you're getting the fuck out of here.
And that's when.
And he didn't want to listen. So what I did is that I put him in a headlock. And I
told you, hey, this guy, he's out.
I fucking hate working stiff. The only way I'll work stiff is 1, you no sell me. 2, you work stiff on me. Or 3, you're just a plain dumbass. In this case, he was being a plain dumbass and wouldn't listen. So I had to actually start choking him like tight. And as soon as I saw that he wouldn't get up, like he didn't want to listen, I just told him, "Pártele su madre, güey." And I let him go and you worked him out.
And I worked his ass. And between you and I, we eliminated him.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, it is what it is. I'm just saying how the events occurred, and then literally right after we eliminate Venom Kid, Electro's team comes in.
No, Black Dragon's team came in. It was you and me.
Was it third? It was number Black. Fourth. Yeah, Black Dragon was third or fourth.
He was fourth, and then Electro was number 5. So Dragon gets in. We start work. No, I think he works on me. Then you. I can't recall too well.
He started working on you, and then I tried to get him off of you and started chopping him.
After Electro came in, it just came into my mind, dog. I was looking at my jersey. I'm wearing an Astros jersey. I always wear an Astros jersey or a Tecos jersey when I come out into the ring now, especially if it's gonna be like a hardcore thing. And I just remembered when someone brought out a fucking baseball bat. I'm here swinging on them like I'm fucking playing baseball, and then I go like this, and then I hit what's it called, Black Dragon in the gut, and I'm like, and then you're like, yo qué puto, you're here throwing the fingers at me. I'm like, tú también, güey. I'm just like, ay, se fue.
Y se fue.
It was that I really enjoyed that part. It really made like the fans like pop.
Yeah.
That shit was fucking cool.
Sí.
Except for the parts where shit started getting.
And then, like I said, Electro gets in the picture, aka in the ring. Y luego, está bueno. He started working on me before you clock him with the bat. He got me in a snapmare. Está bueno. He barely got in. He kicked me like I owe him some money. The first one, I'm like, está bueno. Maybe he's overexcited. Está bueno. Está emocionado.
Second one is just fucking personal.
And I tried to do it the same thing. Le di, pues se la regresé, no? I snapmare him, fucking kick him. He Loki no sold it. He got up again. Así no. Boom. And he hit me hard. I'm like, oh shit, it's personal. After that, there was a bit of a blur. And oh no, that's where you come in with the bat.
Yes, that's everything happened with the bat, and then one thing leads to another. I don't remember if it was a drop kick or if it was just a throw out, but they threw me out and I hit and then I fell. That's when I'm sitting. Meanwhile, Root came out. I don't know what happens, blah, blah, blah. This shit happens, and then I end up getting into the ring. And I'm like, grab me. So you grab me, and I'm like, you put me like in a headlock or some sort of lock. I'm like, get me the fuck out of here. I'm hurting.
Yeah, I put you in a headlock.
I'm like, send me home. So you just grabbed me and you threw me over the top, and I fell out. And I'm there on the floor for a little bit, grabbing my back. She didn't know shit until like 15 minutes after I'm inside back there. I'm like, oh shit, I forgot to let her know.
My lower half is like not responding.
Yeah, I found out wrong. I told who did I tell? One of the juniors to tell you? I told one of the juniors, Bane Jr. and Atomic. I told one of them, don't tell her that I'm hurt. I just remembered to tell her after like 15 minutes on the floor. I remembered, wait, I think I need to tell her I'm hurt.
Root comes in. Yeah, Root starts working Electro and then me. And then, yes, right after you got hurt, the Marcus makes his entrance with a plywood with the barbed wire.
Yes. No. The Marcus came out with one light tube. I recall this because I remember
it was a light tube. It was a light tube and a barbed wire plywood.
Oh.
That's when,
Electro came out with that plywood with barbed wire.
Like I said, it was a bit of a blur between those two, pero no thanks. He he won on business with Electro after he, what he did to you, me explico. He uppercut him. Paz!
Gotcha. Wait, I swear the live doesn't capture it, but I recall it because I was looking up at the Marcus after he kicked me and he saw me like, I need help. Boom! But I just see Electro almost knocked the fuck out. He stumbles to the back wall, and I just see, so like,
Lo bendició.
I'm like, welcome to Deathmatch
Wrestling.
That shit was awesome, dog.
Yeah. And then a little bit after, no, he picked up Electro, sets up the 2 chairs. Yeah, it was 2-3 chairs. And it was very half-assed porque the Marcus picks up Electro and slams that. He slammed Electro like your uncle throwing a fucking ice bag from the gas station.
That's what I was gonna say.
And that's all I heard. Like pure skin on concrete.
Okay. This is how it sounded backstage. Wait. Okay, this one has a little bit of water. This is all I heard. Exact same sound.
For the people at home.
Exact same sound.
For the people at home, I hope y'all heard that. That was painful.
Yeah, it sounded.
And
I'm not trying to laugh here. Like, it could have happened to anybody, but I just feel like it's ironic that it happened to him.
Y luego.
We're podcasting here, fool. Like, I don't like. It could have happened to just literally anyone. It happened to him. No offense, the dude's skinny. Now imagine throwing a skinny guy who probably weighs what, 150, 160?
140.
At full force down onto 2 chairs that fucking decided to say goodbye.
Yay!
I te miro mañana, güey.
Mañana. Pa.
Everybody was so banged up that every Monday we had Monday Night Riots. We canceled. Canceled.
But also the mess that we did.
There's that, but it was mostly because we were all banged
up.
You think everybody wanted to wrestle after being
I
banged
know. At Chile, for real, folks, the morning after, my back was killing me. Y luego, mira, right now I'm going to get to los detalles why I had this itchiness on my back, pero eso lo voy a explicar más adelante. Chamberlain gets in the Rumble, and he starts working on me. He suplexes me onto some chairs. Boom. Right? And then Electro comes back, limping into the ring. I don't know what the fuck happened.
I wonder why.
What the fuck happened? Pero one thing led to the other. Chamberlain wanted to do a coast to coast to Root with a chair.
Oh, fuck.
And Electro pushes him off.
Oh, fuck.
Y I think that's what the following events what occurred. Chamberlain, pues, he sells it still, pero he looks up at Electro, gives him a snapmare. He grabs one of the white chairs, almost like this one, chucks it open. And he just straight up throw it like como si nada, and with the legs to his face.
That was on the outside, right?
That was on the inside. The
That was on
outside,
the inside?
the outside, ese tal vez ya fue otro. But
Oh, no, yeah, on the outside, that was Electro that time. That's when I was backstage talking to Colmillo Jr. He was already about to go next. He's like, you want me to open the curtain for you? Because I thought he was holding like 2 or 3 light tubes. Like Simone way.
yeah, it was 3 light tubes.
And then I just hear, class! That first hit, which I'm probably thinking it was that one. One thing leads to the other. I me asomo way. And I see Electro holding a chair like this, closing it. And then I see Chamberlain stumbling like that. And then all of a sudden, I just see the chair fly. Bam! Right in the side of the head. Chamberlain didn't get a chance to like stick his hands in the way. I know he's used to taking chair shots straight to the head without putting his hands. But I just see class. And I just hear Colmillo in the back yelling, Responde, puto, responde. Pinche gringo marihuano. I'm like, oh, fuck, okay. I've seen him pissed off. I've never seen him that pissed off. Because as soon as he ran out, he went after Chamberlain.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, shit. I feel like it started off like a good-ass rumble.
But,
then it turned into a straight-up shoot fight.
Straight up shoots. And then moreover, I get, DeMarcus gets a hold of me, and he chucks me to to Mercy Monster's, vehicle. And I thought for a quick, holy shit, this motherfucker He's gonna fucking
break through the windshield.
Like in Zona 23. Shout out to Zona 23.
Hey, we want to get him booked at Zona 23 with Avon Axel in a deathmatch.
Si se puede.
That'd be dope. He's willing to travel to Mexico for free and never come back.
Por favor.
Lo van a secuestrar.
Yo sí hablo español. But anyways, I just get Chuck into in the grill, me explico, en el cofre. And he just simply does an elbow drop from a chair onto the, ¿cómo se dice? Onto the fucking, ¿se llama? To the car, al cofre.
And then he throws you on top of a chair.
And he throws me, pa acabar, like, that's a Jerry pick me on. And he scoops, sidewalk slams me to it. And I just, I'm like, now I feel what Hector was feeling. I was like,
you technically got back fucked by a fucking chair.
Fuck you.
Hey, at least I got hit like a man with a fucking ring.
Pero
Actually, iba a quedar como descansa en paz el perrito, pero ya iba a quedar como el perrito, güey.
Yeah.
Me pegué en la mera orilla del ring.
Uy.
That's why I couldn't feel anything, because it was like right on the side of the ring, that little metal piece that was sticking out.
Fast.
Bam.
And then afterwards, I got up, and look, I got up. I got a barbed wire, like ring hook with barbed wire in it.
Oh, Striker did that one.
Yes, shout out to Hardcore Striker.
He made that weapon when he came down to Laredo once.
Yeah.
And we left it here.
Yeah, shout out to him. Hopefully I can work him someday. I started working on DeMarcus with the barbed wire until Chamberlain comes in and he took it away from me and started working on me. And then DeMarcus fucking plops Chamberlain and like, it's your turn, fool. I'm like,
now that you mentioned that, January 11th, they're gonna meet in the ring one more time in a local rules match. As I have, thank you to XHW CEOs and booking for myself that I booked. We have Smoke the Reaper taking on Alex Ray, taking on Primo Cub, taking on Legend Chamberlain, taking on DeMarcus Rashad in a 5-way local rules match. I feel like that's only our semi-main event, but I feel like that's the main event.
yeah.
That's gonna be holy shit.
No mames.
You're in a match too.
Yeah.
I got you going one-on-one with
Insane Joe
Payne in a Juggalo street fight.
I'll see you in January 11, puto. If you know, you know.
You got one more match. Not one more before it starts, but you got one more important match before we meet up January 11 one more time, which is next Thursday, November 21st, which, if I'm not wrong, by the time this episode releases, the show hasn't happened yet. So go ahead and meet us there, guys. 1414 Rosario Street. Same place, APW headquarters, 8 p.m. Where, I don't know if you've been following up on our Facebook page. Unfortunately, Pirate had to relinquish his title.
Oh, yeah.
It was a hard fight. We'll get into your whole rivalry right now.
Yeah.
Pirate, unfortunately, had to drop the title due to personal issues.
Behind the scenes, nothing wrestling related. Yeah, this is like real life stuff.
Yeah, I had to make it clear in the post that this isn't a work. It's none of that.
This is real. This is real life shit.
Real life stuff is happening with Pirate, and he has to relinquish the title. Excuse me. But November 21st, there's gonna be 4 matches. All of them with stipulations.
Yeah.
Match number 1 is
mano a mano.
No DQ, and it's Spider Kid versus Black Dragon. It's a no DQ.
No, or false count.
Winner of that match goes to the main event. The second match is Venom versus Amazing Rude in a false count anywhere match. Third match, it's you and me.
Oh shit!
In an XHW rules match.
My goodness.
Last match we had is
an
an
what are
XHW
the finals
rules match.
looking like?
The finals is whoever wins the first, second, and third match meet up in the main event. So let's suppose it's you and me. I beat you for whatever reason. I go to the main event. You beat me. You go to the main event. Vice versa with everybody in the other 2 matches. All winners of those 3 matches meet up in the main event that same night, 10 minutes after the main event finishes. After the semi finishes, to give that last guy a little breather. All three of you will meet up in the ring one last time, all winners, in the main event, and it's gonna be an extreme ladder match. We're gonna have a PVC pipe hanging up into the air, taped up. We're gonna have it like a little hook towards the middle, and we're gonna go ahead and actually
hang
a
natural belt. A la madre.
We're gonna hang that title. Whoever gets that title keeps it. He gets to be the new Intercontinental Hardcore Champion, and whoever wins this title will defend it January 11th. So if I win it, my match with Ed goes to either Ed or Atomic. Yeah. If one of them pins me, they become the new champion. If you win it, your match with Joe Payne becomes an XHW Intercontinental Juggalo Street Fight, whatever, blah, blah, blah. If Spider wins, he puts the title on the line against Black Dragon. Vice versa. If Dragon wins, same thing. Rudy, it would be title for title. Whoever wins the title, like whoever wins the match, keeps titles. That'd be dope to see Comando Segundo Senior, Comando Segundo 2 belts.
Comando 2 belts.
He technically will have all the gold in XHW except for the XHW crown, which Big Ed has it. But who knows? What if Ed decides to cash in on Rudy or decides to cash in on Comando? The
possibilities are endless.
Like it's tricky to know that we have a crown that can be cashed in at any moment. Because what if for whatever reason Spider wins the whole entire thing, the whole tournament, and Ed comes out of nowhere, bam, cashes in, and is now our next hardcore champion? Or what if he decides to cash in on Comando during January 11th? Or
the possibilities are endless.
Yeah, like the possibilities are endless, and it's like I wish I could say I know what's gonna happen, but I really don't know. It's all planned out as everything happens. Yeah. Like right now in talks, I don't even know if I'm allowed to even talk about it yet, but I'm gonna give a little hint. Houston is coming to Laredo. That's all I'm saying. And I'm not just talking about the local guys. I'm talking XHW is going local. They're coming down to Laredo early 2025. So we got some huge stuff planned out. We just moved out from the APW headquarters. Now we're at Arena Vadillo, making our debut January. Free show. We got 5 matches. Well, 7 matches if you include the pre-show matches. We're doing the all content guys want a shot at Arena Vadillo, so we're gonna give them a little taste of it. At the pre-show special start time, we're gonna start like at 6:45, 7 p.m. on the dot.
7 p.m.
So we can start the main show at 7:45.
And it's still dark in January, so
yeah. So I know for sure we need to get spotlights. We need to get
fog lights.
Everything. We need the whole shindig to make the Arena Vadillo look awesome. But yeah, speaking of matches, what type of matches do you want to have in the future? That's not necessarily like, oh, I want to verse Lowrider or Legic or Madman Pondo. No, wait, no, not Madman Pondo. Drake Younger and all those guys. What type of stipulation matches do you want to do? I know you told me a ladder match is in your description. Honestly, if you're able to beat me in this XHW rules match, you'll be in that ladder match. Yeah. But honestly, brother, like, not trying to sound cocky, but XHW rules is my shit. Nah, XHW rules is my shit.
We'll see.
I stuck you in a fucking
we'll see next week.
Vato. I put you in a fucking carretilla, dog.
That carretilla te ayudó tu pinche mayate, el pinche Atomic.
El Bane Jr. Hey, speaking of Bane Jr., wey, hay un rumor, dog. El Bane Jr. quiere un mano a mano contigo, güey. Dale la mano a mano, no seas culo.
Mira,
I'll pay for it.
Primeramente, like I said back there, yo le dije a este pinche huerquillo que él ni siquiera tiene 18 años. Yo no lucho contra niños.
Nomás dale el mano a mano, güey.
Sí, la mano, pero para irse a la verga. Se va a la escuela, pinche morro.
Nah, honestly, would you ever give him that mano a mano, though? Like
a ver qué dice su papi. A ver qué dice su papi, a ver si se deja.
Hey, speaking of papis, güey. Los tamales, güey.
Los necromales, if you know, you know.
Necromales. Not everybody understands that one. It's an inside joke we all have. It's a story we will never tell. And we will never tell it because what happens backstage stays backstage. Even though this wasn't backstage, but whatever happens at APW HQ after hours stays at APW
after hours.
So, holy shit, dog. Honestly.
Moving onward, after Legend, takes liberties on Electro, the Colmillos come out with more light troops. Y ya es cuando
shit gets real.
Spooky dust everywhere. Maca, aka...
Let me talk about that. They start wrestling, right? Bam, 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 bam.
Sí.
The Macas come out. Maca and Junior come out.
Junior.
Bam, bam, bam. All of a sudden, I see Chano run out from backstage, Echa Madre. Junior gets off the ring and starts running. My instinct was run. I ran out. I thought Maca literally... Fuck, man. That shit was
drowning in his own blood.
Besides that, everything that was going on at that moment was very fucking, like, chaotic. Everybody over here behind me is all over the place. Maca's here on the floor. Bleeding a fucking pool out.
Buckets.
And that's that he didn't even do, like, a fucking, like, class or a little deep cut. No, it was just, like, a little slice. Like, a regular, like, class. And it looked like he... cut an artery or something. Like, it was bad. It was bad up to the point where everybody was surrounding him. People were starting to, like, back up to give him space. Lobo Jr., I don't know what the hell happened. He started panicking. I don't know what it was. I saw him and he was, like, shaking. Maca himself. Dude, like, I even get chills talking about this because of that. His eyes started going to the back of his head. He started choking on his own blood.
Bro, he was fainting.
Dude, it was bad. I actually thought for a second we were gonna lose him there. Until I'm not gonna say his wrestling name, but SB. I'm pretty sure you know who I mean. Sí. Flipped him over, and he started not throwing up, but like the blood was coming out of his mouth, and ya lo empezaron a alivianar. They took him back there, but there was a huge ass fucking puddle of blood, dog. For a second, I thought we were gonna lose him. Like, it looked bad. I've seen him bleed chorros, but never like that.
Yeah, it was. When I tell you, folks, he was like bleeding like buckets, like almost literally like buckets. He was literally drowning in his own blood.
Estará gordito Maca, pero él no es gordito de comida.
Es pura sangre.
Sangre y alipus. Un saludito al Macarelo de Lupo.
Macarelo de Lupo.
And as for Necro, he was literally in no ring, no Masters 2.
Literally the night before.
Literally bleeding buckets out. Shows up to Laredo. Same injury that he had busted open. Busted out again. And he was literally, he was squirting blood. I actually, at one point I saw him leaning on the road like, ugh. So I put my finger in his hand. He's like, ugh. I just feel pura blood, dog. Like, I just felt like I got splattered in blood. Like,
all DNA, todo. Oh, and then right before when Necro...
You haven't washed my jersey, right? I'm hanging that fucking jersey. It's got Necro blood on it.
Right before, after the Colmillos got in the ring, there was another incident going on.
Which one?
I don't know who gave him... I think it was Maca that grabbed one of the leftover barbed wire plywoods and he chugged it on Root's head.
Oh, that was after the Maca incident. That was a little bit after.
Bueno, más adelante, like after he got a breather, porque pues, like I said, he was fainting. Satora, Amazing Bruce's hair got tangled up with the barbed wire.
Yo le corté la cabera, Amazing Root. I have the privilege to say I cut off Root's hair, and it's on video. Thank you, Lowrider. If it wasn't because of Lowrider, that wouldn't have been on video.
Y luego, and then I saw him. Fuck, ni modo. I had to literally punch it out of him. Pas. Una of those fucking blows le clavé. I'm sorry, Rupert. He said, "Quítate." I was trying my hard not to laugh, pero like una vez le clavé machín en el scalp. Like, "Quítate." Like,
Tell me why I can actually hear Root going, ¡Quítate!
Like, me atacó ese, estaba así, pum, quítate. Ay, estaba bueno, and then Leo Jr., you know, he axe handles me, boom, and he told me something. No, he rips my shirt. Well, he takes out my shirt. And I'm like, oh my god, I know what is coming. He had his last light too.
¿Te bendició?
Nah, I mean, I already got several of those, bro. But anyway, that's besides the point. After that, he scoop slams me to the remaining of the barbed wire plywood. I don't know what happened, but say he tipped over one of the chairs in the ring, and we both fell on the barbed wire. I had the whole weight on him on my face. I know. I'm like, hey, yo, pause.
Algo me dice que your Maca isn't his daddy no more. It's more like you.
No.
You're Lobio Jr.'s daddy now.
No, fuck no.
He calls you daddy. Hey, neta, saludos a mi amigo conmigo, Lobo Jr., which who I hope to have in this chair as well, sitting with me in the future. También a conmigo de Lobo and Bane Jr. I know I'm working with him to getting him down here. Bane, Atomic.
More.
And, I know I got Rude as well in the future too. So let's see who else we can get on here.
Y nada, dije, you alright? Dije, sí. Se tropezó with the fucking chair. And then Ian comes in. Ian Axel. He got this gimmick with the Santa Claus shit back.
Electro culió, wey. It's on video. When he comes out, Electro looked like he was about to attack. But the moment he fucking sees
his 4x2,
seeing him pull out that fucking 4x2 with barbed wire, he's like, nope, and he walked backwards.
Ahí, Ian starts chugging that fucking barbed wire 4x2 plywood over everyone. He looked at me. No, he gut check. Well, he kicks me on the gut. It got snagged on my skin and rakes me.
Oh.
He raked that shit on my back. Me bendició. I was like,
he literally said, "Welcome to deathmatch, bitch."
Sí. And now he was causing mayhem all over the ring with the 4x2, and then finally, I don't know what. Mira, primeramente, I know we're not perfect y todo, pero I didn't need to hear Necro Butcher's theme song, but in my head, I knew he's coming. And there he was. The man, the myth, the legend, the final boss of deathmatch wrestling.
The Necro
Butcher. Fucking Butcher. Right? Coming out of that curtain, throwing his arms up and ready to cause hell. He punched, I think it was Chamberlain. He punched punch or chop Electro. They both go down. He launches on Mac.
Oh yeah. Holy! When I saw that, I felt like. No offense to Necro Butcher, huge shout out by the way, huge fan.
Dylan, if you're seeing this,
thank you for giving me some advice that I asked you for. But I felt like I was watching Homer Simpson choke out Bart. I just fucking see Necro. Imaka just going, ah! That shit was iconic. I wish I need to get that clip. That's gonna be how we start off the videos from now on. Oh! And then our intro hits.
And
damn, bro.
After that,
something.
Necro gets the good old 1, 2, 3. Boom, boom. And the third one. The third one landed straight to Maca's freaking forehead, and y por casi lo noquea al pobre Maca. Ya por si he almost fainted. Now he's gonna be knocked down. He connects. Moreover, he looks at me. I'm like, uh-oh. He tries to eliminate me, and with all my might, I fucking axe handle him, boss, like 2, 3, 4 times.
What was going through your mind the moment you first fucking hit him? I'm
like
fucked or
I'm like, this is it. This is like
my moment.
Goku versus Frieza, fucking Nate Diaz versus McGregor. Like, this is the like climax of the final season. If you know, you know what I'm talking about, guys. Like, this is it. This is what I've been building up to do. Like, my right now, ahorita, 15-year-old me. If I go back in time, 15-year-old me, and I told him, hey, listen here, little bro. In 12 years from now, you're gonna be standing face to face with the greatest deathmatch wrestler of all time, Necro fucking Butcher. My 15-year-old self would probably shit itself. Shit bricks. And right there, just hanging on to dear life from the rope before getting eliminated, ¿verdad?
Pan Bimbo for my sponsors.
Shout out to Bimbo. Bimbo USA. I axe handled him 4 times. He dislodges. And I started working on Colmillo Junior, ¿verdad? Trying to eliminate him. And then Necro, I don't know who went to, I think to Root. And I think he was, because Root was already off from the barbed wire, ¿verdad?
Yeah, I cut the hair off of him, and that's when I believe he started working with Necro.
Y luego, this is the Electro and main incident happened, and I'm just gonna say how it was. Pues ya, I eliminated Electro, clean, fair and square. Yo no sé qué le estaba pasándole a este huerco por su cabeza. I don't know if that hit to the country by DeMarcus Powerbomb, those light tubes, all the mercury he inhaled. No sé, pero literally 5-10 seconds later, I see him in the ring again, and he tries to eliminate me. I fucking drop into the fucking ring corner, and I made fucking Leto eat my boot. Con todo y huevos y todo. And con, like, everything. And I grab him out, like, te dije te fueras, pendejo. And I fucking chuck him out, and le voy a decir cómo era. I gave him a good old oil check. If you know, you know. Ni modo.
You grabbed his dick and twisted it?
No, like, just así, and like the quickness salió. He jumped out. Much than the first time.
Le metiste el dedo.
Pero that wasn't supposed to happen. I just know. Mira.
No, I'm never gonna work Rumbles with you.
I did this and he jumped. Salió saltando.
With all the time I've known you wrestle, I'm never stepping in the foot with you in the ring again in a Rumble. Because I know you're gonna stick fingers where the sun don't shine, vato.
El sal. And then I see Necro one of the corners. I think that was the time that he spilled blood over your face, right?
Because he was leaning in the ring like, he was literally looking like
I gave him the and he reciprocated. You lean in. Okay, this is it. I trade 1-2 blows, and I just look up like, uh-oh. Anyway, I'll fuck you up. Boom. Boom. Second blow, and then the third one. I saw stars. Todo se fue en blanco. I thought I had a concussion. But it was just the lighting. I don't know if it was the Lord telling me, mijo.
It's not your time.
No es tu tiempo. And I just look up. Necro picks me up. Like, hey, Necro. You did it, bro. Take me home. All right. All right. He grabs me by my mis mallas. Like, oh, no, shit. He's actually gonna fucking do an Aaron Mercer outside the ring. Pero me agarré with the...
You shout out to Aaron Mercer.
James.
Shout out to James, formerly known as Aaron Mercer.
James, shout out to him. Some Aaron Mercer, like, type of bum. I mean, no mames. I hold on to the rope, and at least I landed on the ring apron first before I hit fucking to the concrete second first to the concrete. And everything, I'm like, oh, fuck. I want it to last longer, but hey, being
At least you can say you were in the ring with the Necro Butcher, and that you got a chance to actually work with the Necro Butcher.
y
Unlike me, unfortunately, I had to get out of the match fast, but I give it this much. I can say I still shared the ring with them. I shared the locker room with them.
which we're about to talk in a bit, because the knowledge he shared to us
Was awesome.
vale oro.
Yo, honestly, when you guys see him walk into the venue, you're like, oh,
The presence is there.
Yeah.
The aura.
Yeah.
The aura,
I
sorry.
was there. I got there. I was in reverse, unloading the entrance, the music, everything, and I just see him walking with his gear bag. I'm like, oh,
It's
shit.
him.
I feel like it's actually him. Like, a la madre. So, as soon as I see him, I see Lowrider. Hey, what's up, bro? No, these guys, there's confidence. Like, hey, what's up, bro? What's up? ¿Qué onda? ¿Qué rollo? Right?
But with Necro,
You can be ghetto
Sí.
with them, but the moment you see Necro, you're like, nice to meet you, sir. And you're like, gonna handshake, everything. It's like you're meeting the final boss
of
of
deathmatch
deathmatch.
wrestling. And then, and part 2 of the Electro incident. He comes back to me on the ground y agarra el mismo, the same water jug that was broken in half by Chamberlain to Root. Lo agarra and he chucks it behind my neck.
Guess what?
Agarra el tambo, like he agarró el tambo, the water jug, and he like fucking stiffs me with the water jug behind my cranium, behind my neck. And I just looked him up and I didn't saw it for shit. I gave him that, really, bro? El me agarra, then vamos, güey. I thought in my head, okay, we're gonna some good old fisticuffs. Está bueno. We're gonna sell this in the back. It shouldn't be that way, pero afterwards, there was no fisticuffs. Spoiler, there was no fisticuffs. Just que ¿por qué hiciste eso? Que I'm like, bendecido, güey. Mira tu lucha extrema. Tú con madre, ¿no?
I will say this: he hates on fucking Lucha Extrema, and yet he decides to say,
Ay,
"I'll do the
saludos.
Rumble." He decides to say, "I'll do the Rumble," and then they tell him Extremas, and he like backed up. And he's like, "You know what? All right, fine." He walks up with a barbed wire plywood and didn't even go through it. He didn't even get hit with it, but yet he's okay taking a whole ass fucking light tube to the fucking cranium,
Pero
and yet still shits on us for being Extrema.
sí. And this is another point I wanted to touch way before I was telling Hector about this. Mira, I knew, and I told Hector, I told Eric, aka Steampunk Pirate, que we, from the very beginning of the formation of XHW, there's already gonna be some people criticize. La gente nos va a criticar porque somos extremos. No es lucha de verdad. When
Well, Electro got a taste of the fake luchas extremas.
We're different. What XHW brings to the table is like nothing Laredo has seen before. We are the black sheep of the Laredo wrestling scene. Les gusta o no.
You have a point.
And a guilty pleasure.
DeMarcus said this, and it's true. I had a conversation with DeMarcus before he got to Laredo. He's like, I like what you guys are doing. Don't stop. And I told him, we're just getting started. What do you mean don't stop? He's like, there's going to be haters. I'm like, oh, damn well you know there is. Look at that. I'm not even, his name shouldn't even be mentioned, but that bastard Tony El Diablo, whatever his name is. He's the biggest XHW hater and APW hater. Straight up. He hates on me because I know someone that I'm not going to even mention his name because I don't want to get our name in there.
Again,
yeah. But that one guy.
yeah.
Huge shout out to him, by the way. Like, whatever happened. But at the end of the day, he's still human. He has feelings too. Everyone has feelings too. But that's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to touch the topic anymore. But, saludos. You know who you are, brother. Saludos.
Pero moreover,
the haters are gonna talk.
They're gonna talk. Y nada, that was the whole deal when my experience with Necro Butcher. Okay, now let's talk the more I like to call it the more human size of human side of Necro Butcher, aka Dylan. Oh my goodness,
I swear.
La mera verdad, mira, I'm gonna be very honest with you folks. Before he's the sweetest, most down to earth guy in the business.
On God, bro.
La mera verdad.
When I walked back there before you had arrived, I had texted you, hey, bring the ice or something like that, and then I said, Necro's here. I didn't even get a chance to say hi to him. I was still unloading. I walked back there, and you know how it is. You walk in, you take a right, and you follow the wall, and then you're in the backyard.
Yeah.
Here I am. I get to the edge of the wall, and I see Necro there, like sitting in the corner. I'm like, oh, shit, it's Necro. And I'm just standing there like,
look straight, look professional.
And then I get Ed come up to me, he's like, he won't bite. I'm like, I know, but I'm just like, I'm gonna call this straight up. I was marking the fuck out on the inside, but on the outside, I'm just like, on the outside, I'm like, holy shit, it's him.
It's really
on
him.
The inside, I'm like, a la verga, la verga, la verga, it's Necro, holy shit, you know. I'm here marking
the fuck out.
I was marking out like that one moment when John Moxley came out back in February.
In AEW.
In AEW back in 2023, I think it was.
Last year.
Yeah. No, 2022.
2023. It was February.
Yeah, 2023, 2022. He came out, and I marked the fuck out on the inside, dog, when I saw Necro. I walk back there, I start handshaking everybody that I didn't see, and I come up to Necro, and I give him the hand, and he's like, hey, what's up, brother? I'm like, you trying to tell me I just gave you my hand like this, expecting a handshake, and I get a, what's up, brother? Like, what the fuck? It felt like I've known this man for years. With the conversation we were having. I got the chance to give the man a beer. The beer you got him, the Indios.
The Indios.
I asked him, hey, do you need another beer? Do you need anything? Because me as CEO/owner of the company, and Rudy as his owner of his company, me and him were together taking care of Necro, taking care of all
everyone.
Of you, but mostly on Necro because we had to really take care of him. He was literally there with a freaking pinche parche en su cabeza, güey. So we're here like, hey, Necro, everything okay? You need anything from any one of us? Go ahead and talk to us. Let us know. He had Ed helping him with his knee brace. I know you were helping him take off the knee brace or something like that.
I was helping lift him up from the knee brace.
There you go. And I know you guys were like afterwards, after everybody left. I know you went to go eat with them. If I'm not
wrong. We went to eat at Taco Palenque. It was not just Dylan, aka Necro, also Lowrider, Chamberlain, and I don't know who it was. Our right.
Yeah. Did you go and did you get his shower ready or not?
Yeah, I sponsored their shower actually.
Everyone showered?
Well, just Chamberlain and Necro.
Oh, okay. I'm like,
and myself, of course.
You showered at a Pilot?
No, yeah, Pilot, because I like their showers.
Yeah, Pilot showers are badass, to be honest. Y'all shared the same bathroom?
No.
Okay, I'm like, that would have been way too fucking strange.
But yeah, you told me how you felt like before meeting Necro.
Yes.
La mera verdad, for the people that know, Crazy Man, the stuff I do, some people say you're fearless, ¿verdad? Well, let me tell you, I actually feel a bit of fear, but you know what? I still do it, and this goes out like a piece of advice to the kiddies and everyone out there. Just do it, even aunque te estés cagando de miedo, just do it,
bro. Yes.
Even if you have fear. But look, te voy a dar un ejemplo for the 90s, 2000s kids. If there's this cartoon, there was this cartoon called Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Bro.
He may be a scary cat,
but he doesn't.
He doesn't.
Anything for Muriel.
Everything for Muriel. He doesn't want for love. And love will make you do very crazy things.
Look at us, dog. Literally look at us. That match I had with Pig Clown back in Rebel Bash when I was crowned the XHW hardcore champion.
The first
original belt, like the real ass belt. Well, not the real last belt, the second version of the
Yeah.
belt. That light tube spot was one of my first official light tube spots.
Bendecido.
Yeah.
también.
So when I grabbed Pig Clown, we had planned the move where I'm gonna pretend like I'm gonna throw him reversal and I'll slam into it.
Oh.
Moments leading to it, I'm just like, oh shit. I almost backed out. And I grab him, I'm like, fuck, I don't know if I can go through with it. I literally grab him, I'm like, do it now before I forget. Like, and I'm like, do it now before I change my mind.
He shoves
I
you.
shove him. I saw, the only thing I remember seeing before I slammed into it was Vinny backing up. Saluditos a Vinny, by the way.
Saludos.
He actually, like, backed up in fear because he thought I was going to hit him, like, by accident or something. And here I go. I spin.
That pop.
Yes.
And the mercury flying.
No, that one didn't have mercury. It was just like the piece of glass just falling down. All I remember was glass coming through the back of my shirt into my what's it called, my gear, and I was wearing the original gear before I started using the joggers.
Yeah.
I had glass in my ass. Literally, I had glass in my ass, and I just remember when I threw Pig into the ring, I shoved him into a corner and I started going fast, like I'm boxing. I chopped him and then I just threw him into the board with glass, and I just hear like he was literally like I had like shanked him or something. But that was my original first time ever working with glass. When else did I work with glass? No, I really haven't worked with glass just for that one match.
That was literally your first time being bendecido by
That was the
Clown.
last time I used glass, to be honest.
No, pendejo. También you, I think you had used again that rematch with Pig Clown. I think you used last, but
Yeah, but on Pig Clown,
on
I didn't
him.
go through any glass that night.
Mm.
I haven't been.
Well, technically you went through glass in the Rumble with the debris if you count.
I wasn't in there.
See, you
When
were,
the first light tube spot was done, I was busy getting eliminated. Cause when the first light tube spot was DeMarcus.
Yeah, it was
that
DeMarcus.
Broke it onto Electro.
And then
After that, as soon as that
Chamberlain
happened, moments
and-
later, I was out.
Yeah, Chamberlain
So I didn't get a-
and
unfortunately-
Lobillo and Maca had the tubes.
Yes, unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to experience that. But I was like, no, yeah, the last time I had glass on me was Rebel Bash.
Basically.
Unfortunately.
Pero like I said, that's one of my biggest pieces of advice for, and this applies to not just wrestling, but any sport, any
Life.
discipline. Even if you have fear, still do it. Hazlo.
Dude, look at me. I'm actually very scared of fucking heights. I hate heights.
I don't.
I fucking hate them with a passion.
Back in my shoe job, my other shoe job, I had like this, le hicimos order picker. And it's kind of like a little platform, like a montacarga, like a
Oh, and it lifts
forklift.
you up.
And lifts you. I was
Okay,
up.
look, I'm not scared of that type of height. Like, I'm not scared of, like, if it's work-wise and you gotta lift up and down like on a machine, I'm not scared of that type of height. I'm scared of that type of height, like, you know those ladders? Not the ones that are triangle like this. Like, the ones that you just keep on pulling up.
Yeah.
Okay, the ones that lean against something. Ever since I had an incident happen to me where I had to climb a, what's it called, one of those ladders up onto a sign, like, you know that sign that's on the side of the road that has like the advertisements,
Yes.
which was almost yay high up in the air, and then wind starts going back and forth and the ladder goes like that way. I got the biggest fear in fucking heights, dog, up to the point where I'm like, what the fuck? So sometimes I get up onto the top rope,
Yeah.
and I actually have to go down to the second. Not because of, oh, I can't jump off the top or I got no balance. No, it's just because of that scared of heights. For some reason, I'll say this. When we went to Corpus,
Yeah.
I remembered I jumped off the second rope from there
Onto Pig Clown, I think.
onto Pig Clown. No, yeah, just Pig Clown. I jumped. Dude, I was freaking terrified to jump. And I was very, like, nothing.
And
remember
that was a
jumping
low
off the
post
stage.
ring.
Yeah, I was jumping. I remember jumping off the stage, which was probably, like, up to here. Like, 2-3 feet up in the air. And I jumped, and I was, like, worried.
Yeah,
All I
adrenaline
remember
helps.
is I cross-bodied him. He fell. bam, hit his head against the chair. He like literally just go. Pero un saluditos a mi camarada Pig. He's also, if I'm not wrong, joining the Pirate Buccaneers, if I'm not wrong.
Pero, I was about to say, pero, like I said, ending it off, well, not ending it, pero, and then knowing Dylan, aka Necro, like I said, literally the most sweetest, most down to earth guy you ever meet.
Big time.
All those people, yeah, he'll fuck you up, but he will fuck you up worse if you get under his skin, which is pretty hard to do. Those incidents that you see online, it's because he did those receipts for a very good reason, and you had to really be so stupid to make Necro piss to beat the living shit out of you. I mean, he still beats the shit out of everyone, but not
with carefulness.
With carefulness, with love. He'll beat the shit out of you, but with love. If you put it that way.
Yeah, he'll literally beat you with love, to be honest.
And for real, like, me cuidó machine the first half, but then the second, okay, time to fuck you up.
Yeah, he's like, all right, let's play a little wrestling, and then when it's time for the real shit, he's like, all right, it's time to play wrestling. I'm gonna kick your ass now.
Yeah, he's a living legend for real. And the tips he gave me and the boys was golden, like de oro. Nothing but smiles that night, despite the incidents that occurred.
The incidents that occurred, everybody was happy, dude. Fans were happy, dog. That's all I cared about, was that the people left with
a night to remember.
Como dicen, yo nomás estoy contento con que la gente se vaya con un sabor bueno en la boca. Con que digan, I went to a fucking XHW show and I fucking left wanting more. You know damn well the people that went wanted more. It was a night to remember, like DeMarcus said, and it's gonna be true.
And he said
it's literally happening right now as we speak. It's Thursday.
Almost.
And we're still talking about it. He said 5 years from now, we're all going to be talking about this sitting around a campfire or something. And we're all going to be laughing about the stuff that happened. We're literally here on a Thursday night talking about this.
And still talking about it.
And it still feels like it literally just happened like yesterday. 2 minutes ago. Very, very, very impactful things that I learned from both Necro and even Axel. Which, if you guys want to hear some of the stuff that he told me, it will be on the podcast from the episode previously. He gave us some good tips there as well. He mentioned some stuff about death matches and stuff. Yeah. About why he uses syringes. So you guys can go check that out as well. But I'm back there and I ask Avon, hey Avon, people are telling me that the match is now on Extreme Rumble. He grabs me by the shoulders and he's like, brother, don't be scared. I'm like, no, I'm not being scared. I just want to be caught up because I was out there for a long time. Like, yeah, it's going to be a hardcore Rumble. Don't be scared. Just work, have fun, enjoy it. And then he told me, don't take something
that you're not
to the ring that you're not comfortable taking back. So I told him, so I probably shouldn't take a gossip leak. Perfect. Don't do that. And I'm like, okay. And that's when I'm like, all right, what can I take to the ring that I don't mind taking to the face, to the head? Like, I could have just grabbed the fucking stop sign.
Oh my God, the stop sign.
I just remembered. Oh, I'm so sorry for that. I don't know what went through my mind, dog. I just remember, bam, bam, bam. I throw the stop sign in, and I see Electro about to come kick you in the face. I'm like, espérate, güey, espérate. I fucking put the stop sign on you, and then I just see, tú, yo, y en esa orden. Dale, güey. Bam, 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 bam. And then here I come. With a whole fucking front row.
Fucking 5 motherfuckers chugging the stop sign that would make fucking Madman Pondo proud. By the way, shout out to Madman Pondo.
I'm for sure gonna send this clip to Blako. Wait, we need to get you on Blako 561.
We need to get Blako on the podcast. Or we get.
Here's an invitation to Blako 561. We want to have you on the pod. Well, I want to have you on this podcast, brother. We are able to get you on this podcast, Zoom call, messenger call, you name it, brother. We want to have you. We want to talk to you. We want to have you on the podcast.
And mark out. Let's be honest.
Yeah, honestly, we just want to mark the fuck out with you, bro.
But now, like I said, a night to remember forever, like in the life of, in the young career of Crazy Man, and And what Ian Axel told me, like I said, he told right before we went up, you know, in the Rumble, he said, this night you're gonna evolve from a Charizard, to a Charmander to a Charizard, brother.
Technically, like he just told you you're gonna go from a little bitch boy to a bigger bitch boy.
Nah. But nah, there was a big before and after.
Huge shout out to Avon, by the way. We're planning on bringing him back middle of 2025. Now let's get into a little bit of the controversial side for a little bit. We recently
what we talked about wasn't as controversial.
It's controversial.
I mean, I want
more controversial in the sense of we might not even get bookings anymore. Yeah, it's in the sense where we might not even get bookings in Corpus. I know you know where I'm heading towards. Jeremy's just a fucking sound guy,
right?
Okay. So there was some incident that happened over there in Corpus. I know you remember it.
Yeah.
Let's just say that we're no longer in Mayhem.
Yeah, right? About that.
That was announced. People think it's a work.
But there's some heat.
Yeah, there's some literal heat behind this whole controversial shoot. This wasn't a planned thing. The only thing that was told is that there was going to be a promo. And that promo was a literal shoot onto him. That was a literal shoot onto Scuba. Not Draven.
Scuba.
It's on video where Germ calls out Scoob. And when he told me we were out of Mayhem, from what I have collected for real information, we're not actually kicked out. But to keep kayfabe alive, I said, you know what, screw it. We'll go ahead and just play along.
Yeah.
So, Scoob, if you watch this, we're actually just working the kayfabe. We're keeping kayfabe alive.
Storyline.
And apparently here, it's already going to break, but we're just keeping kayfabe here. But my part where I'm talking on the mic, where I'm like, oh, I actually low-key took a shot. I know there is some behind-the-scenes stuff happening.
Between Germ?
No, I'm talking just Ace management.
Oh, we're talking like the whole Ace management as a whole.
They're having some issues running things. Some things behind the scenes shouldn't be happening. Here's where I'm getting into that little pocket of we might not get bookings no more. I said some things on that mic where I called the whole group tryhards, pretty much in the nicest way possible. Because when we went down there, we were pre-show matches. And I hate to call it out how it is, but it's kind of sad that we had our footage out and it's already November 14th.
It's been like months.
We are still literally here trying to, what's it called? Que no te vayas porque te vamos a romper la máscara y te vamos a abrir y te vamos a hacer el pozole, güey.
No, pozole no.
Oye, ¿sí te dije lo que le pasó? Estábamos tumbando el ring allá en el cenizo y la casa de los vecinos donde estábamos levantando el ring olía bien rarillo, como que estaban quemando algo, right?
Como apoyo.
No vayan a estar haciendo ahí en el pozole.
¿A alguien?
All right.
Sorry about that.
Where were we?
We were talking about the whole Ace management
problem. Oh, yeah. Okay. I honestly felt bad because we spent our time to go over there back in what, June? May? June?
May. No, not May.
It was for their No Regret show.
June,
July, around that area, right?
Because it was hot.
Okay. Yeah, we went down there just so that they can have camera issues during our match, just so that they could have technical issues during our match, but yet I sent them our footage and then never got uploaded to Facebook Fight Night. Why? It's gonna sound cocky. It's gonna sound rude, but it's just the truth. My match with Pit Clown, we were all over the place with the audience in the ring. We literally ended up backstage, back outside, chair shots everywhere.
And let's not forget, and let's not forget also the like Team Pirate, Team Main match también.
And I'll get to that at the moment right now. Chair shots all over the place, candlesticks, trash cans, title opportunities.
Main going head to head, giving Pirate hell.
Then we have that match, Team Pirate versus Team Main. And the only thing I got from that one part to that last part from our end, our pre-show gap, was it was a thank you. Yes, all right. But it was such a thank you that they lost our footage, their files corrupted, there was no thing. And I would send them my footage. Here, use this. Just crop out what you don't need. November 14th, and I'm still waiting for that to happen. At this point, I'm not going to expect it anytime soon. And I don't really care anymore.
But at least we have our angle.
Yeah, we have our angle. That's what counts. We got our stuff out to our guys. What would have happened if she wouldn't have recorded? What would have happened if your brother wouldn't have gotten clips? Right. There would have been zero proof to say
we worked that crowd than the rest of the seven other matches. Sorry, not sorry.
God damn, Bato. The only thing I will say is that's kind of sad that with the crowd we worked with there was very little. It was like more or less like our type of crowd, maybe just like a little bit more than usual. And we still had a louder venue with less people than their 80, 90 people that they had there. Because I was talking with Jeremy. Jeremy told me it's like about 80, 90 people that were there to witness the whole show. With that, for us, it was probably like 30, 40 people. More than what we usually work with. But we're professionals. We know how to work with it. Well, not professional, but we know what we do.
Tenemos base.
Literally, it was kind of sad that
these fans are paying a ticket
and they get shit. Literally, the nicest way possible, they get shit. Because, like, and I'm sorry to say this, and I know Scuba, you're probably gonna hate me after this, and you're probably not gonna want to work with me and not send your guys to me no more. But if it has to be like that, fuck it.
But at the end of the day,
I'm glad we're out of Mayhem now. If it's a work or not, I'm glad.
Can I say something really quick?
Yeah, sure.
Mira, Scuba, like, this is coming like the person behind Crazy Main. Pero look, if you like don't want to send your guys to Laredo, to XHW or APW, just blackballing them from coming to Laredo, you gotta remember one thing, Scuba. Your guys, they're independent contractors. They can work anywhere they want.
You know what kind of sucks though?
Which is?
They had to get permission to come to Laredo.
Oh, so
the only ones that don't,
there's actual contract.
Yeah, the only ones that don't need permission to come from Laredo is Ed, Grim, CJ, and Marcus. But Marcus likes to run it by them still. But CJ, Ed, and Grim, if I tell them, hey, I need you, and they're available, they're here.
See.
Especially Big Ed and Grim. If I call Grim right now, hey, I need you in Laredo Thursday night of next week, he'll be here.
They're relying.
Well, depending on his work schedule too.
Sí.
But if not, he'll be here.
And right now, pues, there's this one kid in the roster. Well, two, actually more than one that I have my eyes on, and he's been yapping away online that he wants that deathmatch flavor. Fucking Marcus Ray. And you know who the fuck you are, motherfucker. You want some deathmatch wrestling? I just literally came from...
Finish off with Joe Payne first before you...
You're getting ahead of myself. So, hey, ponte en fila, güey. Get in fucking line.
Marcus. You said you wanted this match.
Get a ticket and get in line because I got a bunch of people behind me that want...
Marcus,
you
said you wanted this. You said you wanted this early.
I literally came from fighting... Going up in the ring with the greatest deathmatch wrestler of all time, Necro fucking Butcher, and say, hey, I not only fought Necro, yes, I didn't get the result I wanted. I didn't come up with my hand high, but at least I survived. I went up against Necro fucking Butcher.
A fucking deathmatch legend.
Of a living deathmatch legend.
I would now back to that topic.
Oh, sorry, go for it.
Scuba, you're probably gonna hate me for this and not send me your guys anymore, but and I know some of the pros are gonna agree with me. By that I mean the local guys that have been wrestling there,
That got booked.
that have been getting booked. I know some of these guys will agree with me, but management needs to fix their issues. Management needs to. I'm gonna touch an incident that we had in our brand too, and I know it's probably gonna be out there sooner or later. But yelling at someone off. I don't even want to get pissed off over this, but let's suppose I booked you against Lowrider.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm gonna want Lowrider to go over, but if I'm paying you, like if I'm paying Lowrider to put you over and have you win, and for whatever reason, let's suppose she tells you, no, you're gonna win. He's gonna put you over, but you're gonna win, and somehow Lowrider wins because someone else told him he's winning. You guys fix each other's shit, right?
Yeah.
Let's suppose you and Lowrider do your match, and you guys have a finishing anywhere he's gonna win, and y'all go with that and forget that you guys had to switch it or whatever happens, right? Mix-ups can happen all the time. And I'm the one in charge. I'll be Scuba in this case, and you'll be the other guy in the other
question.
case. I'm not gonna say names because I don't want to, get him involved more than he already is.
Yeah.
And you're here telling me it's because blank told me, and then I just start lashing out at you. I don't give a fuck. I paid you to put Gavin over. Blah 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 blah. There's video evidence of this, so there's nothing you can say that no, this didn't happen, dude. I have the inside scoop of the stuff that happens there, and it's not from Jeremy. Before you say you can kick Jeremy out, you can throw Jeremy out, and I'm still gonna have the inside scoop of what's going on in Ace. And it ain't Ed either. Ed doesn't really tell me much unless I really sit down and get it out of him. But that needs to fix as well.
And there's ways to approach someone with a problem.
Exactly. Like, for example, if we're here sitting in a group, let's suppose we're all chilling, and I know he fucked up in a match. I'm like, hey, can I come talk to you over here real quick? Take him to a private room. Take him outside if you have to. Talk to him. Hey, what the hell happened here? Blah, blah, blah. I know emotions were high that night. Stakes were high. Everything was high that night. But that doesn't give an excuse to yell at talent. Especially professional talent.
And especially out-of-towners.
Especially out of
when you're putting more on a higher stance than your local guys.
And then also, why be cocky and think you're all that just because you're like fucking 6 feet tall? I've seen motherfuckers go down 6 feet tall from fuckers that are like 5'2". My height, exactly. I've seen fuckers 5'2" knock out guys 6'2", 6'1", 6 feet tall. Not all of them are gonna fucking fall fast, but the higher you are, the harder you fall.
The harder they fall.
So, and I'm not saying I'll go beat your ass. No, I'm not saying that either. But I am saying is please fix that.
There's ways to
work
and how to manage these kind of problems.
Exactly.
De-escalating problems.
Yeah, and I know...
and not just in wrestling, like in a regular shoot job, me explico? If I used to be a team lead in my previous shoot job, and sadly, I had to get one of my coworkers aside and explain, their actions and what kind of consequences it has, like there's certain ways to approach a certain problem. Me explico? You know what I mean? Sorry. Like I said, this could have literally been avoided. Like I said, emotional high, but you have to play the part as a CEO, a manager.
Exactly. And I wish when I first started with the CEO stuff, my bad. I wish I had someone to tell me, hey, when stuff happens and goes wrong, don't just barge in there and start yelling. My first ever show that I had with these guys from All Content, everybody showed up to me and they're like, brother, what are the rules? Everybody was like that. What are the rules? What are the rules? And I said, everybody just meet me back there. So everybody met me back there and I gave them the rules. And I was straight up with them and everybody followed the rules. And then the following time they came, same thing. This last time, sí se chiflaron un poquito, but it wasn't my show. when it's my show, I'm a little bit strict on rules, but I'm not like, no hagas esto y esto y esto y esto. No, I just tell you, please stay away from this. You can use this, don't use this. Because I know our company, like XHW, is a little more hardcore. So we're like, all right, you can get away with this, don't do this.
In certain venues, which
Especially.
I want to talk about right here.
Venues exactly as well. If it's at Rudy's house, we can get away with more stuff than other venues. Because Rudy's lenient. Rudy, I just run it by Rudy first. Or I just tell them, like, if you tell me I want to jump off the roof, I'm like, I'm cool with it. Go talk to Rudy first. And then you guys finish it off with him. For example, when Gavin came over to Laredo, he's like, I want to jump off that. And he's like, the roof. And I told him, look, I'm chill with it if you're good with it, and if Draven's good with it. But in reality, you got to go talk to Rudy.
He's the venue.
Yeah, if Rudy says no, ni modo.
It goes down like it can.
Yeah.
You know? And speaking of venues, we learned very quickly as a hardcore deathmatch promotion.
Yeah, keep talking about that.
Hardcore deathmatch promotion. Hardcore deathmatch promotion. We found out very quickly that there are certain venues, they're not as lenient or very okay as of us using light tubes or even spilling on blood, you know. And there's a lot of cleaning involved. That's why I notice certain companies have literal cleaning teams, like from 3 to 6 people just cleaning after a match. You know what I'm saying? And we learned that really, really quick. Pero like I said, we're already in year 1, and believe it, XHW is gonna get higher, better, bloodier, you name it. We're getting up there, baby, slowly but surely. And yay, our main host is back.
I feel like I took like 20 minutes. All right, but yeah, that's
like
true.
20 ounces.
No, that was a 32 liter. That was a 32 ounce.
You're still describing that.
Luckily, it doesn't
but
come
to
out
make it short on the whole scuba incident, it could have been avoided. And there's way to de-escalate a certain, incident like these.
Yeah, like for example, I'll be straight up. Back at Hardcore Versary, I had a little unprofessional moment myself. I'll admit it, because it also comes out on video on that same match. It was Big Ed versus Spider Kid. We have a rule with the guys, at least with the XHW guys. If you can't do the fucking move, don't fucking bother.
Don't fucking do it.
Yes. We told them, and we've always told them this. Ever since we went to No Regrets back in Corpus, we had Spider Kid do a spider crossbody. We name it Spider because of him.
Yeah.
So it's just a regular crossbody. And he did it on me and onto my former partner at the time, because he went MIA, Rey Extremo. Clash, he came onto us, and he tried to do it a second time. We didn't even want him to jump, but he already had done it. So like whatever, right? Like no, vamos a mover. We're not gonna be assholes. So we went with it. The second time I jumped onto the ring and I pushed him off. Ever since then, any show he tries to do a suicide dive. And that's the name of the move before YouTube or Spotify tries to take me out for this.
A tope.
It's a tope suicida. It's a...
Just call it tope.
Yeah, we're just going to call it a dive. We did a dive.
A tope.
Finger quote. Dive. So what does a dive consist of? Going either over the top, going through the middle
rope,
running to the rope, then jumping out, or going to the outside, jumping off, off the rope, or something. This kid literally runs to the rope, runs back, steps out of the ring, and then jumps. So it looked like total
garbage,
shit, literally. And I even
and sadly, Big Ed got injured because of that.
Yes, he got injured in that match too. And I told him straight up before that we even got there, don't use the chairs that are for the public, and don't, for whatever reason, suicide dive. And it's in the group chat.
Tope.
Oh yeah, don't dive. Sorry, YouTube's gonna kick my ass for this. And apparently it went through one ear and came out the other. Because that same night, what did he do? He threw himself onto the chairs and he dived. So as soon as he dives, you just hear me in the background. I am gonna beat the living shit out of this motherfucker when he gets back here. I grabbed the microphone that we have for the monitor for Germ when he's reffing. Hey, take this fucker home right now because I'm gonna fucking kill him. Turn the mic off. 2-3 minutes at most. Over.
It's home.
He gets back there and I start yelling at him. I thought I fucking told you no dives. I told you not to use the chairs. I was yelling at him, gacho, left and right.
And we warned him.
And everybody was looking at me like,
but
a la madre, like they weren't expecting that out of me. And then I turned and looked at everybody.
But the thing is, we warned him.
Yeah, but I know we warned him. But at the end of the day, if it should have been on me, like, hey, can I come talk to you over here? And then tell him what I saw wrong. Instead, I lashed out, and everybody saw me, and I had to use him as an example. Everybody was looking at me like, this is just an example, guys. Please listen to us when we say shit. We say it for a reason. We want you guys to
making sure of your safety.
I even yelled at him, look at Ed. He's literally limping. You hurt him in the match. And then he just looks down. And I'm like, I'm not trying to put you down, but you need to learn a lesson. And then that's when we had already a set price for him on pain. Not Ed, on Spider. I deducted. And I gave him his pay, and I'm like, this is just a little lesson so you can learn what not to do. Yeah. And then he looks at the cash, and he's like, I'm like, if you would have listened to me and not... I would have been okay with the chair. The chairs are replaceable. I would have just paid the chair. I would have been okay with that. I really didn't care. I prefer you guys not to break them because depositos salen caros, güey.
Deposits?
Yeah, the deposits are expensive. So if one chair gets damaged, I lose my deposit and I had to pay the chair.
Another fee.
So it kind of sucks if a chair goes broken. So like if I would have rented the chairs for the Necro Butcher show, I'd be charging chairs left and right like a motherfucker right now. So when I say please don't use the chairs, there's a reason why.
We're not being assholes.
We're just trying to play it safe. That's why we have rings underneath the ring. We have we have chairs inside the rings for a reason. We tell you what to use, what not to use.
Yeah.
And
it's not just us. Any other promotion, they rent chairs.
Yeah, and then there's some that are lucky enough to own the chair. So
that's a luxury to them, actually.
Yeah. So like,
if there's a wrestling promotion out there que have their own chairs,
tienen feria.
Tienen feria, neta, for reals.
Dude, chairs are fucking expensive, dog. They're like $30 a chair when they used to be like $5-10.
Fucking inflation.
I miss those $5-10 chairs. Instead, here we are having to spend like $40 on chairs just to get a measly 25 chairs.
Right.
When we can be like, holy shit, we have like a shit ton of chairs. Like upcoming event, January 11th, I'm gonna have to talk to the local guys and let them know, please don't use my chairs for the venue. Use anything underneath the ring or in the designated pile. Because I want to have a pile of weapons just somewhere in the corner for them to go grab. There's a lot of stuff in that place that I need to let them know. You can use this, you can't use it.
Yeah.
You can climb on this, don't climb on that.
Yeah.
Because I know Legic is probably going to want to climb that little camion. He's going to want to climb the fuck out of it and jump off of it.
Spoiler.
We're not even 100% sure what happened.
Yeah. Like I said, Adena Badio.
We're making our debut there January 11, and hopefully it comes out like I want it to. I hope to have a totalmente lleno event. Literally, ojalá se llene. It should be a fun one. Should be a fun night. I know I'm gonna be stressing the fuck out of that show because one, I gotta make sure no one fucks each other up. I gotta make sure no one gets hurt. I have my match with Ed, which Ed, if you're watching this, start counting your days. January 11 is coming sooner than you think. Bane Jr., my little partner right there, he's going to kick his brother's ass again. So please be ready. Bring whatever you want. We can kick each other's ass with it. XHW Tag Team Rules match. Just like we had last week with me and my partner Clown versus you. Well, CJ and Grim, because you were hurt. Which legitimately he was. He was.
Yeah.
Legitimately he was hurt. But I'm finger quoting it for kayfabe. But Yeah, technically that was pretty much it.
Um,
Arena Badillo 2025. We're making
January
our debut
11th.
there. January 11, 2025. We're making our debut there. And we're gonna
Started off with a bang.
start it off with a bang, literally, because I don't know if you've noticed, every single match in that card, like, where the fuck is that? Okay, look at
Has a
this.
stipulation.
Yes, the first one has nothing in there. It's just like a regular mano a mano.
Let's see.
But then we have Insane Joe Payne versus Crazy Mane in a Juggalo Street fight.
Yep. Oop, oop.
Stipulation number 1. Then we have the XHW Rules Tag Team match, which is similar to our match, but as a tag match. So it was like what you saw with CJ, myself, Pig Clown, and
Like a
Jay Grimm. So it's like a hardcore match, but as a tag team. So there's really it's like a tornado tag on steroids. And then we have the local rules match. That's where the XHW rules came in.
Yeah.
I adopted that from Jaime. Huge shout out to Jaime from local
And
wrestling.
for Lena's,
Who literally, I texted him and I'm like, brother, I have some of your guys coming down to Laredo. We're gonna do this show. I want to adopt local rules, and if I want to see if I can borrow local rules for this match, and I want to see if I can adopt XHW rules from local rules. He's like, brother, you're more than welcome. So that's why XHW rules has been really popping off a lot. So thanks to Jaime for allowing that. Huge shout out.
giving us the rights to even mention it.
To even use his logo on my flyer means a lot. So that's just our semi, and we have Smoke the Reaper, Alex Ray, Legic Chamberlain, DeMarcus Rashad, and Primo Ka. I don't know if you saw what I did there. All Houston guys versus one San Antonio.
One
guy.
SA guy.
Yeah, but I know DeMarcus is down for this big time because he just got a little taste of the Houston guys back at the Necro Butcher
At
show.
the Necro Butcher show.
So
And he wants for more.
Imagine what he's gonna do for this show. I know damn well Alex Ray or Legic are gonna jump off that Bimbo truck. They're gonna jump onto him. So I already see that happening. I expect some fuckery shit to happen. I will say this though. We are gonna lay off on the light tubes for this event only. Just for this event, because we are running the risk of actually hurting an audience member. Because it's a free event, and free events tend to all right, you were in there at the Cenizo show. Night 1,
Yeah.
hasta el tronco, güey. I actually had to shove people out the way so I can make it to the pool where I was going to throw Ed into. So
We can, I don't know, do you know what we can do? Do you have like one of those, the crowd control?
that won't help. Trust me, that won't help. We had little areas in specific marked off for people not to go in. That were still going in. People over there, no offense, pero son animales. Ahí si les dices don't do it, they do it. So that's why we're gonna lay off the light tubes at least for that show, just to keep it a little safe, especially since we're expecting kids.
Yeah.
And I mean chingos of kids, because it's a free event, and then it's also leaning towards that Reyes Magos, literally the weekend after, right? The weekend after Reyes Magos, so we're gonna have a lot of kids, and kids are still on vacation if I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
So we're running
Si
that.
se va a llenar.
Si se va a llenar, hopefully that's what I'm going for. And then our main event, we have an XHW heavyweight title shot, as we have Amazing Root taking on our current champion, Comando Segundo Senior. This match is gonna be good. Titles are on the line. The title is on the line. I know the XHW Intercontinental Hardcore Championship
Is yet
to be
crowned.
crowned, but I see that I have myself there. I see that Spider's there, Black Dragon is there, and you're there, and Rudy's there. 5 out of the 6 guys are in that match. So if one of those 5 guys, which there's a high possibility, 5 out of the 6, they're booked on January 11th. So January 11th, we will have both titles on the line same night. And then, whose name is right there? Big Ed. Current XHW Crown Royale champion. He can cash in that show. Anything is possible. We mentioned it earlier tonight. Anything is possible. January 11th, y'all don't want to miss it. It's going to be a free event. BYOB, cans only. For obvious reasons. Cleanup is going to be a bitch. You're gonna have to come back the following morning and help me clean, fucker.
If
Can you spend the night?
we'll discuss it later.
You're gonna spend the night outside. You're gonna help me. We're gonna sleep outside. I'll have a tent and everything for us. We can play PlayStation outside. I'll bring the projector. We can play 2K24 on there.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck it, Jeremy style. But anyways, okay, back to the topic.
We were talking about.
It's gonna be a huge ass fucking event. We hope it gets filled. It's just como dicen pa calar lumbre. See how world's gonna work there. Si miramos que we only get like 40, 50 people, we can try again another time charging. Maybe we won't charge like fucking $10, $5. We'll do something leve, $4.
Yeah.
Something like $4, así ganan todos. $4, ahí sale, como dicen, para unas virongas, unas sodas, unas aguas, una carne or something.
Yeah.
And of course, for these shows, we'll have like our local guys like us. Yeah, we see that we can afford a little bit more.
Yeah.
Then we'll go for it. But anyways, man, is there any closing remarks you want to make? Your social medias, anywhere that we can catch you at? Any upcoming bookings that none of us know about that you're bringing?
Of course. Like I said, next upcoming dates for your boy Crazy Main at November 21st. I'm in the November 21st, 1414 Los Angeles Street at APW's All Stars. I'm in it for the XHW Intercontinental Hardcore Championship Tournament, and hopefully your boy comes out victorious with my hand high and everything.
What are your social medias that we can catch you at, brother?
And my social medias, for now, just have my Facebook under Crazy Main 956 on Facebook. I might consider having an IG because kids love IG.
I highly suggest you do the TikTok. The TikTok, brother, like that. You blow up fast. Just make sure you do a Crazy Main 95666. Make sure you use sounds, hashtags, all that shit. I'll get to you with that a little bit later.
We'll see.
And I'll help you start your account there. It should be dope. You could do Instagram if you want to, but I highly suggest you do for sure TikTok.
No, está
Because
bien.
you can post little highlights and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's one. And another thing I also want to add, what are the plans for Crazy Man for 2025? Simply, like I said, other than my date on January 11th against Insane Joe Payne, the Juggle Street Fight, be there, putos. Be there. I also have my eyes on like I told you, Marcus Ray, that apparently he wants a bit of a deathmatch taste. Well, I'm here, puto. I'm gonna give you that hardcore deathmatch taste, 956 style. And among other things, hopefully I get to be in the ring like in next year or even the following years, like Drake Younger, Lowrider, anyone, Man Pondo. I'm your boys right here.
I have an idea. You want to face these guys? Okay. As CEO, first, I know my friend Pig Clown was supposed to take on Warrior. At first, I was supposed to have you take on Warrior. I mean, Pig was supposed to take on Warrior. My bad. I want you to take on Extreme Warrior first. Extreme Warrior has been wanting to get in the ring with you, Pig Clown, and any champion holder.
Extreme has been getting that itch for death matches again.
Yes. So, we'll talk behind the scenes after this. I want to work a match with you and him. I want you guys to work together. I know you guys will put on a fucking banger of a match. After that, I will put you up with Marcus Ray. After that, I will get in contact with Jaime so that I can get you booked down there. You can face Drake Younger or Lowrider in a death match. I personally will pay your fucking spot over there. I want you to represent XHW at local wrestling one day. As a matter of fact, if I can get you booked at TZW, we're gonna get you booked at TZW. So pretty much that's gonna wrap up tonight's episode.
Yeah.
If you guys want a part 2 with your boy Crazy Main, leave it down below. For those of you guys watching on Spotify, drop us with a new follow, drop us with a like, and apparently you can comment on this. So let us know who you guys want to see from the Laredo wrestling scene, or just in general, someone in Laredo,
or else
someone out of town. We can get in contact with them, set up a
date?
Google Meets, a date, something we can talk. Other than that, you guys can follow us all over our social medias. Under the XHW brand, you can find us under Extreme Hardcore Wrestling on Facebook. Don't do EX. Go for a straight up X on Extreme Hardcore Wrestling on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and on YouTube. My personal Facebook, Hector Espinosa. You guys are watching this. If you guys are watching this on YouTube, drop a like, drop a comment, subscribe, share the video, share it to your mom, your dad, your cat, your dog, el vecino, la Sancha, el Sancho, el perro, la vecina, la tóxica, la hermana de la tóxica. Share it with everybody. If you guys share this on Facebook, put highlight, tags all your friends. If you have a personal one of those Facebook pages, tag @followers. Send it out to everybody you guys know, guys. This has been Tres Caidas Podcast, episode number 2. I don't even know what we're gonna be naming this episode. Probably the Necro Butcher Show review.
The Crazy Main Necro Butcher Experience.
Yeah, Crazy Main's Necro Experience. We'll name it that. So then that, guys, it's been Crazy fucking Main. Your boy Hector, and we're out.
Whoop whoop.